Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are keeping safe and healthy. My name is Abha, and today I'm here to share a story with all of you. The name of the story is The Lazy Bull Boy Story. Now, once upon a time, there was a boy named Ryan, and he lived with his mother. Ryan was an extremely lazy boy, and whenever he was asked to do some work, he was ready with excuses. One day his mother asked him, Ryan, come and help me cook dinner for today. And Ryan replied, Mama, I think I have a very important exam. And no, not exam, a test tomorrow, and I must study for that. Ryan's mother was actually tired of his lazy behavior. She didn't say anything and went back into the kitchen. After a few days, Ryan went to visit his friend Derek at his house. They were having quite a good time, and then Derek's elder brother Dan entered the room. He asked them, "Would you like to have some orange juice?" To which both of them agreed. And then Dan asked them to help him make the juice. And instantly, Ryan replied, I think that I'm having a stomachache. I must go back home, rest for a while, and if I feel okay, I will visit you in the evening." And he left. Dan and Derek were questioned. They actually were not very well aware of Ryan's lazy behavior. Now, one day, as we know that Ryan's mother was totally exhausted and really upset about his lazy attitude, she made Ryan work the entire day, from cooking food to cleaning the house and washing the clothes. Ryan was so fed up that he, at the end of the day, crept out of the house and went for a walk. He kept walking until he noticed a leafy, huge, shady tree, and he sat under the tree. When he looked towards his left, he could see huge green pastures, and there were healthy, beautiful cows that were grazing there. He wondered, wow, what an amazing life these cows have. They just have to graze, eat the grass, and roam around and rest. Wouldn't it be much better if I was a cow? Why did God make me a human? I would love to live a life of a cow. And saying these words, he dozed off under the tree. After a few moments, Ryan realized that there was something wrong happening within his body. He opened his eyes, and when he turned around, he could see that there was a cow's tail coming out of his pants, and two huge horns appeared from his head. Within a few moments, he had actually turned into a cow. Ryan could not believe himself. He was astonished as to what had happened. After a few minutes, a man noticed him, and he took him to a farm. The man said to the farmer, "Hello, Mr. Farmer, like you had mentioned that you were looking for a healthy cow, right? Here you go." And he handed Ryan to the farmer. Ryan wanted to speak and explain himself, but all he could say was, "Moo." The farmer was very pleased when he saw Ryan. He was quite a healthy cow. He took him to the cowshed. The next morning, he took Ryan to the fields to work. But Ryan, as we all know, was a very lazy boy by attitude, and now a lazy cow wouldn't move at all. The farmer tried his best. He shouted, he pushed the cow, he did whatever he could, but the cow would just not move. "Helpless," he said, "my dear friend, this is your first day, and I think that I've been really hard on you. So let's do one thing. I will get you the best hay and you can rest for the day. We will start new from tomorrow. And then the farmer left the field and he returned back with fresh bundle of hay. And at night, he provided Ryan with the best fresh apples. When Ryan was resting in the cowshed at night, he thought for a while that he had been really lazy and acting an irresponsible cow. Whereas the farmer, who could not even afford fruits for himself, was providing it to him and being really kind to him. So in return, he should also help the farmer in his work. The next morning, when Ryan reached the field, he worked really hard. And he plowed the entire field. The farmer was extremely happy. He patted Ryan on the head. And then he took him to the cowshed and gave him more fruits to eat. At the end of the day, Ryan felt accomplished. He felt satisfied, he felt strong, and above all, he felt happy. And he understood the fact that cow's life is also not that easy like he had thought. Each and every person, each and every animal, each and every being in this whole world has a purpose. And they are made in this world to come with a purpose. The same way, as a human, it was his duty to help his mother in her household chores, be an active being. And as soon as he thought of his mother, he started to miss his house, he started to miss his warm bed, the normal food that he ate, the normal routine life that he had. And he wondered that if his mother would ask him to help now, he would never ever refuse. And thinking of these thoughts, he dozed off. After a few moments, Ryan could hear his mother calling out his name. When he opened his eyes, he noticed that he was back, his body was back, he was no more a cow. So was this all a dream? Anyhow, he got up and then he stood up and ran towards his house. His mother was standing at the door waiting for Ryan. He went up to his mother, he hugged her, and he apologized for being the lazy, clumsy boy he had been. And he promised his mother that he would always help her in whatever way he could. His mother smiled and hugged him back. So with this, we end the story of the lazy boy who turned into a bull. My dear students, this life that we have is really precious. And in order to make this life much more better, all we can do is have a disciplined and active life and have a purpose. Have small aims and targets that we can work towards, work harder to achieve them, which will not only make us feel accomplished but also happy. Thank you so much.